Throughout his journey in professional boxing, Tyson faced daring fighters who vowed to destroy him once they stepped into the honorable boxing ring. One of them even threatened to kill him and tried to fulfill that promise outside the ring. In today's video, we'll relive some of the moments where Mike let his fists have the final word, punishing and torturing those cowardly rats who once dared to blaspheme his name. The level of violence you are about to witness is unparalleled. Tyson versus Donovan Ruddock. Our journey of pain and agony begins on March 18th, 1991. In the ring at the Mirage Hotel and Casino in Las Vegas, Tyson embraced his destiny by facing the arrogant Donovan Ruddock for the first time. It was a heavyweight elimination bout scheduled for 12 rounds of elite boxing. Mike entered the fight as the #1 heavyweight contender for the World Boxing Council, the World Boxing Association, and the International Boxing Federation. Ruddock was ranked #2. So fight summary. Tyson dominated his challenger from the opening bell.
Well, he's ready for it. He threw his bomb. Oh, all right. The button. Another solid right. It's done something. It stopped Iron Mike. Take the care. A hard shotty punch by Tyson.
His offense reached infamous levels by the second round, causing Ruddock's first technical knockdown. Bravely, Ruddock returned to the battle only to repeat his tragic scene in the third round.
He's trying to land fast counter punches, but they don't land. He's gritting his face. Good shots. He just doesn't quite get there.
It was clear that containing Iron Mike's fury was costing Ruddock more than he had imagined. After 6 grueling rounds where Ruddock was at Mike's mercy, the fight reached its conclusion in the 7th round. Tyson stopped Ruddock with a barrage of punches that left him staggering, prompting referee Richard Steele to take pity on the grotesque scene and decide that the Canadian could not endure another second of torture.
That body shot sounded like he hit a drum. Again, the crowd groans. Relentless attack by Tyson. Good warning. Oh. Was a good shot by Ruddock. Desire. Looks like he's taking his rest, and it's time. But he's half standing this kind of barrage. Oh, right by Tyson. Just then, Tyson has Ruddock on the rope. It's Tyson a now the right combination.
At 2 minutes and 22 seconds into the 7th round, Mike Tyson defeated Donovan Ruddock by technical knockout. Rematch: the fighters met again in the ring at the Mirage Hotel and Casino on June 28, 1991. This time, Ruddock aimed to stay on his feet until the end of 12 brutal rounds of elite boxing. However, he once again tasted the bitter flavor of defeat when Tyson was declared the winner by unanimous decision from the judges.
He's got to put some hard, stinging punches in there, or else overhand right by Tyson, but it was well covered. Solid right. A heavy right by Tyson. Stop. Ruddock in trouble. Oh, down. Now that he's got a 2-10-8 round. Here's Ruddock with the left. Another left. Missed with the right. Good hard punch by Tyson. Tyson opening up. Ruddock should be smothering him. He's letting him punch on the inside. And then Ruddock answered with a low blow. It's over, Mike. They both hit each other.
Mike Tyson versus Andrew Golota. Entering the new millennium, on October 20th, 2000, Tyson stepped into the ring at the Palace in Auburn Hills, Michigan, to face the towering giant standing over 2 meters tall, Andrew Golota. Golota boasted that Tyson's best years were behind him and didn't hold back in declaring how easily he would defeat him. Once in the ring, he realized that in boxing, fists have the final say. Fight summary. Tyson started the bout with great aggression, showing that height differences were still no obstacle for him. Golota tried to rise to the challenge but couldn't avoid falling behind on all the judges' scorecards by the end of the first round. The fighters met at the center of the ring for the next round, and once again, Mike unleashed the beast. However, the most controversial moment of this fight wouldn't occur during a round. During the break before the third round, Andrew Golota got off his stool and began walking to his corner, refusing to fight another round. "I quit," he kept repeating to his corner assistant, leaving referee Frank Garza with no choice but to end the fight. Tyson secured an easy victory via technical knockout at the end of the second round, while Golota became the target of the crowd's anger, who hurled trash and drinks at him as he made his way back to the locker room. The trauma of facing Iron Mike would keep Andrew Golota away from professional boxing rings for the next 3 years. Mike Tyson versus Mitch Green. Mitch Green was known in his time as the leader of a gang who wasn't afraid to publicly threaten anyone who dared to stand up to him, inside or outside the ring. Despite Tyson's undefeated record of 20 wins, 19 of them by brutal knockout, Green thought it was a good intimidation tactic to apply the same formula against him. By May 20th, 1986, when the fighters faced off in the ring at Madison Square Garden in New York, he would realize the grave mistake he had made. Fight summary: Tyson pressured Green throughout the fight. Mike didn't aim to end it quickly. Instead, he took his time punishing Green over 10 grueling rounds of elite boxing, leaving Green no option but to beg for the fight to end.
That jam in his face and not be intimidated by his punching power.
Mike out, so we'll see what he does about that against Mitch.
He's aggressive right in front of his man. Now we see some hand movement, maneuverability.
And he did draw a warning from Luis Rivera, the referee, about holding. Green's in trouble.
He works his way in.
Now here we see White, the mouthpiece come out.
Slip punches.
Tyson demonstrated his endurance as a fighter, consistently attacking the body and head of the man who had promised to kill him, ultimately winning by unanimous decision after the 10th round.
I mean, Tyson, they're good uppercut. He has to take a stand eventually.
There was his right.
What's going to happen?
For the winner, for his 21st straight win and his 20th.
The rematch on August 23, 1988, the boxing world was stunned when a rematch of the original bout between Mike Tyson and Mitch Green took place, on the streets. That morning, Tyson stopped by Dapper Dan's, a clothing store popular among a clientele ranging from rap stars to pimps, to pick up a custom-made jacket. Green, who considered the area his territory, thought it was a good idea to confront him. Green not only made the mistake of initiating the argument, but also of throwing the first punch, which Tyson answered with a devastating right hand that landed squarely on Green's nose. The self-proclaimed street boss had no choice but to retreat home with 5 stitches, humiliated in his own territory. However, Tyson also paid a price for engaging with a gangster like Green on his turf. Without proper protection and having hit Green with such force, Tyson fractured his hand, causing a delay in his scheduled fight against Frank Bruno. Mike Tyson versus Trevor Berbick. Can you imagine winning the championship belt only for your first challenger to be Mike Tyson in his prime? This nightmare became a reality for Trevor Berbick on November 22, 1986, when he had to defend his World Boxing Council title against the young knockout machine Iron Mike. Meanwhile, Tyson was ready to make history in the ring at the Hilton Hotel in Las Vegas. Mike proved he had what it took to face a champion in the first round. Taking a measured approach to his great challenge, Tyson's offense escalated to a point of no return.
He doesn't pump that jab in the face. Tyson will come right through him, directly in front of him. That is, a little fight plan. The right hand gets him. It's the lazy left. Watch Tyson load up with left hand round 1. Tyson, Mike, as soon as, right hand, but the left hook clips him with the left hand. Look at this, combination, and Berbick ready to go. Again, he's gone. Catches him with a hot foot. Trevor's ready to go.
In the second round, the damage began when Tyson brutally knocked Berbick to the canvas with a series of devastating punches, ending with a lethal left hook. The newly crowned champion fell flat on his back, but quickly got up, signaling to referee Mills Lane that he could continue. However, Berbick was not fine. He could only hope that clinching Tyson would be enough to contain his fury. His desperation became evident when he struck Tyson during a break, earning a stern warning from Lane.
And the heavyweight champ already dreaming is Trevor Berbick. Mike Tyson gets fined $5,000.
Ironically, his end came near the close of the round when a powerful left hook landed squarely on his temple, sending him crashing to the canvas.
He is the challenger here tonight, believe it or not. Instead he goes to the body downstairs, catches him with the right hand, up, bangs the body. Wow, that uppercut is Tyson. Catches him with the right left hook, and he goes down.
Berbick tried with all his might to get back up, but his strength was spent. By the time Lane counted to 9, all that remained was a stubborn and defeated version of Berbick, clinging to a title that was no longer his. At 2 minutes and 35 seconds, Tyson was declared the winner by technical knockout, making history as the youngest heavyweight champion in the world. Mike Tyson versus Tyrell Biggs. And someone who never expected to live to see Tyson make history of this kind was Tyrell Biggs, a man who was never afraid to mock him, even before either had stepped into a professional boxing ring. Biggs' gold medal, won at the 1984 Olympics, had been a point of contention between the two fighters for years. Tyson had been rejected by the committee selecting athletes to represent the United States due to his height. Biggs, chosen in his place, publicly mocked Tyson, gloating that Mike's dream of representing his country had been permanently crushed. On the night of October 16, 1987, in the ring at Atlantic City's Convention Hall, the fighters were finally free to settle their resentment with the force of their fists. How did it turn out? Better watch for yourself. Show uninterrupted highlights of the fight. After a prolonged and relentless beating, Tyson finally broke the proud Olympic medalist, claiming victory by technical knockout at 2 minutes and 59 seconds of the 7th round. Trevor closing remarks. If you've made it this far, thank you. Remember, the best way to support my content is by leaving a like in the comments. What other Mike Tyson fights would you like to relive in part 2 of this video? Let me know in the comments below.